Persuasive Speech by Rochelle Walkenford. If you were pregnant and found out something was wrong with your child, would you want to know what it is? If there was a genetic disorder in your family and you wanted to have children, would you want to know if you're a carrier? If a disease ran in your family but you showed no symptoms, would you want to know if you're going to get that disease? Well, if the answer is yes, the only thing you can do is get a genetic test done. So if needed, why is genetic testing so important? For me, genetic testing is very important. It actually was a lifesaver. How do I know? My son, who, when I was 20 weeks pregnant, was diagnosed with DeGeorge syndrome, heart issues, and an interrupted arch when I was only 20 weeks pregnant with him. How? Through genetic testing. It gave the doctors the answers that they needed so that when he was born, he could be put into the proper hospital with the proper doctors. And in all reality, they saved his life. In my research in regards to genetic testing, I found on Midline Plus website that talked about over 2,000 types of genetic testing that can be done. Who are these tests done on? Unborn children. They are done on adults who both show symptoms of a disease and who don't show symptoms of a disease. In regards to unborn children, having a genetic testing done on an unborn child simply just takes amniotic fluid. And yes, I know, the old wives' tale, you have an amniocentesis, you lose the baby. No, you don't. You find answers. The doctors find answers. Once you turn around and you have that genetic test done and you get those answers, that's the first step to healing, to knowing what you've got to deal with for the rest of your life with that child. It's knowledge, and knowledge is power. As far as the adults, when you turn around and you are thinking of having a child but are scared to pass down a genetic disorder, and you have a genetic test on yourself, that will tell you the percentages of whether it be high or low on if you're going to pass down that disease to your soon-to-be child. If you don't have any children, don't plan to have children, or already have children that are healthy, but you still have a genetic disorder in your family, and you're afraid that you're going to get it, again, the knowledge of having a genetic testing done will either prepare you for that disease or will give you peace of mind to know that that disease skipped you. Either way you go, any genetic testing is simple and easy. And honestly, the most scary part about genetic testing is the waiting time. Before getting pregnant with my last child, I did not care about the tests that were done while you were pregnant, because my thoughts were that God would give me what I could handle. But when my nurse did an ultrasound and found issues with my son and scared me to shut the doctors up, I allowed them to do a genetic testing. And I will tell you that it was the most relieving thing I ever did as a pregnant woman. And believe me, when my son grows up and gets a woman pregnant or turns around and wants to have a child, not only will that lady, when she is pregnant, go through exactly what I went through, but she will start her journey with a genetic test done. My son has a 50% chance to send his genetic disorder to his unborn children. And what got me through was knowledge, and I will tell you that that is what I will pass on to my son, to his future children, and for as long as I live, any future children beyond that for the rest of the generations. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to cure everything. But genetic testing gives you answers. And it gives life. This is my son, who was saved by genetic testing. Sorry to make this so personable, but I believe in genetic testing. Thank you.